Good afternoon. Minutes on the question list through and Guahan is back in session, back in order. We're very honored today. We had two former speakers on the floor. We have former Speaker Judy Wampat and former Speaker Mark Forbes was here just momentarily. He's probably still in the building, but welcome. And I believe, Mr. Majority Leader, you have a motion.
Mr. Speaker, notwithstanding the House rules, I move to go back to motions.
Any objection? Senator Morrison, you recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Notwithstanding the House rules, I move to pull Bill 138 from the third reading file and place it back into the second reading file.
Any objection to bringing 138-34 out of the voting file into second reading? Hearing none. Sorted. Senator Snogestein.
Mr. Speaker, notwithstanding the House rules, I move to pull Bill number 161-34 COR from the third reading file to place it back to the second reading.
Any objection to bringing 161 out of third reading into second reading? Thank you. Do you have a second motion? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Speaker?
Mr. Speaker, I'm not sure if it's just mine, but I can't find Bill 138 in the packet. But I have two 132s.
Okay. Well, somebody correct the set here. All right, on 161, any objection to it being brought back to second reading? You have a second, Mr. Senator Snogestein?
Mr. Speaker, notwithstanding the House rules, I move to pull Bill number 45-34 COR from the third reading file to place it back to the second reading.
Any objection to this motion by Senator Snogestein? Mr. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we go back to second reading.
Any objection? We are in second reading. Senator Morrison, you're recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to place Bill number 138 as amended by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform and further amended to the third reading file. I would like to discuss it.
Any objection? Hearing none. You're recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to amend the bill to read on sections 1, 2, and 3 of the bill by deleting the word public in each of those sections.
Does everybody understand the motion being proffered by Senator Morrison on sections 1, 2, and 3? Delete the word public in each one of those sections? Do you wish to explain that? I have some quizzical looks from up here.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this motion is based on the guidance of the Office of the Legal Counsel, and I believe in sections 4, and to be consistent with that section that is repealed, I was by guidance by legal to remove the word public.
All right. Any senators wish to address this proffered amendment by Senator Morrison? If you wish, we can take them seriatim, or we can take them all together. I probably should ask at this point, what's on the what you provided to the floor? This is clerks and legal. Is this the engrossed bill with the public removed, or? Oh, that's why they're having problems. Okay. On section 1, public is on the engrossed version on the very last line, on the first page. In section 2, it's on line 12, at the very end of line 12, and then on line 25. Okay? Any objection to the removal in section 1? Hearing none. Any objection to the deletion in section 2 of public? Seeing or hearing none. On deletion of public on line 25. Any objection? Seeing or hearing none. I'm sorry, 24. Any objection? Senator Morrison.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to place Bill 138 onto the third reading file.
On that motion, with the 3 deletions, is there any objection? Senator Snogstein, you're recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to place Bill number 161-34 COR as amended by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform, and to further amend onto third reading file. I'd like to discuss it.
Any objection? You're recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I move to amend the bill to read to strike out on the first line. Let me see.
On that amendment, any senator wish to be heard? Does everybody have the written amendments being proffered?
Basically, Mr. Speaker, it's to update the map. Yesterday, 2 days ago when we closed, it was R1 5173 new-2-R1. We received that same day the new map. It's R2, dated 1992.
All right. On that motion, Senator Ada?
Mr. Chairman, first of all, let me make it very clear that I fully support the intent of Bill 161 to place this 6-acre piece of property under the administrative jurisdiction of the mayor. Now, what has happened through the course of the discussions on this bill is that information kept popping out a little at a time. First, the committee was told that there was no printed copy of the minutes and that there was no resolution that has been actually executed. Lo and behold, in the afternoon, a resolution shows up. That's fine. But if you read the resolution, what was conveyed on the resolution is very different from what Bill 161 is now doing. And so while we are making a correction here, putting in the right map, because now we're putting in this map to replace the 1989 version with a 1992 version, that map got updated because changes were made to that particular area. And I think we need to be sensitive to the fact that land is a very limited commodity that we have on this island, and we better get it straight the first time. And so I'm concerned that, yes, it's appropriate. That's the correct map that we want to attach to this bill, the 1992 version. But now the 1992 map is not consistent with what was communicated on the resolution and what was communicated by the executive director of the Chamorro Land Trust Commission in his testimony. So I think we need to just step back, send this bill back to, we can either send it back to committee and we can assist in getting it corrected, or we can put it back to the second, leave it in second reading, and the sponsor can move it at his own pace. But we need to sit down because there's just too many inconsistencies, to the point that really it's quickly failing the smell test. And so I would ask my colleagues, and I'll just make the motion now, that this bill be sent back to the committee, and let's make sure that as we transfer this property to the jurisdiction of the mayor, that we've got all our information correctly. So that's my motion, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker.
On Senator Adler's motion to send 161 back, any senator wish to be heard? Any senator wish to be heard? Senator Espaldon?
Mr. Speaker, just point of order. I believe this is a motion that does not require a discussion.
Oh, all right. But I know that there was I'm wondering, is there an objection? An objection. All those in favor of sending the bill back to committee, please indicate by raising your hand. Motion passes. Citizen Augustine, you have a second motion?
Mr. Speaker, I move to place Bill number 45-34 as amended by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform, and further amend onto the third reading file, and would like to discuss.
Any objection? Hearing or seeing none. Madam Vice Speaker, did you have a question?
Just that the title he read does not match the bill that's in front of us. Is that right?
I'll take a short recess and allow legal to explain. All right, we're back on. Is it clear now? Is there still an objection?
Oh.
Senator Snugstein.
Mr. Speaker, would you like me to reread the bill and the committee?
Please.
Okay, bill number 45-34, as corrected by the prime sponsor, amended by the Committee on General Government Operations and Federal, Foreign, and Regional Affairs, and substitute and further amended on the floor.
And the new title.
I beg your pardon?
The new title.
The new title? Oh, an act relative to removing the primary election from the Guam Code annotated, which shall be known as the Election Reform Act 2017.
Okay. Your amendments.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, I move to amend Section 25 of the bill as copies of the amendment. Sergeant Arms is passing it out. On page on Section 25, in the section of the public auditor election, it's a strikeout on F. The two candidates. Let's see.
And Section 25 is a section on the public auditor's election.
That's correct. The public auditor's election. To remove the section of the two candidates who received the most votes in the general election, that's all to be strikeout, shall be certified accordingly by election commission and placed on a separate ballot for a runoff to be held within 60 days after election. That's all to be striked out. Then updating the letter G to F.
On this First Amendment, any senator wish to be heard? Any senator wish to be heard on this amendment? Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want some clarification. I'm a little bit confused. We're taking out Section F, is that correct? In the amendment, we're taking out Section F of the bill? Subsection F of Section 25? And so it says here, the two candidates who receive the most votes in the general election shall be certified accordingly by the Election Commission and placed on a separate ballot for a runoff election to be held within 60 days after the general election. I have a question for the senator proposing the amendment, if he would yield. Thank you.
Please.
Can you just explain a little bit the reasoning behind this? I think that it's a significant change. So if you could just explain it and just clarify it a little bit better, please.
Recess.
Can I take a short recess, please? Senator Nelson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just to share, it is my understanding now that the purpose of removing the section F, subsection F of Section 25 is because when the bill was originally written and the changes that we've done, or they have done within the committee, it was inadvertently mandating a runoff of the public auditor election, which is not necessary. So thank you. It's clear now.
All right, so is that clear to everybody? Senator Esteves, then Senator Espaldon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Question for the author, if he would yield.
Please pose a question.
The question is, I understand in the Organic Act there's a runoff provision for governor, and before I request the research to look at the Organic Act, if he knows off the top of his head if there's a runoff provision for the Office of Public Auditor in the events to ensure that there's a majority, because in the existing primary or in an with that provision in there in the general election, ensuring that there are the top two for the race of public auditor will ensure that there's a definitive majority for that vote. So I just want to ensure that if we're removing this out, if there's another provision to ensure a majority for that office, because it's an election in itself.
Point of information, Mr.
Please,
Speaker.
Senator Espaldon.
Mr. Speaker, this office is different from offices for governor or senator or whatnot, because the Office of Public Auditor is nonpartisan. They don't run under a party. So in this case, if we delete this section that is being proposed to be deleted, that means that the law that's standing right now, that it's in place right now, is what will remain on the books. And thus, what will remain on the books would be the verbiage that says the two candidates who receive the most votes in the primary election shall be certified according to the Election Commission and placed on a separate ballot for the general election, period. That's the way the law reads now. So by deleting this section that had some amendments to it in the bill that we're supposed to vote on, if we do delete it, then bottom line, what stays in place is the law that's in existence right now. But to answer the senator's question, because this is nonpartisan, the law reads that the top two vote getters will go on to the general.
Mr. Speaker.
Also, the public auditor is a locally created office, does not have an organic requirement for majority.
Mr. Speaker, also point of order. I think that's not correct, that by striking through F here on this amendment, we are not going to keep this language in the statute. This will be deleted from the statute. So we will no longer have a runoff between the OPA candidates. It will be one election, highest vote getter.
Mr. Speaker, if that's correct, and we don't, again, it's subject to argument right now, then that has serious, different implications that have not been discussed on this floor.
I understand.
Just to make clear, Mr. Speaker, based on what you said, so with this amendment, as I'm understanding, the Office of Public Auditor will no longer be won by majority vote. It'll now be won by a plurality, just so that we're all on the same page. Because there is no majority provision as in the local statute required for the OPA. So just so we're all on the same page, do you concur with the statement that you made?
I would, but I think we better get legal counsel, and this is getting hairier than was anticipated.
Mr. Speaker, then I think the proper question to the mover of the amendment is what was intended by the mover of this amendment. Was it to go back, to revert back to existing law, or just to delete this whole section, period?
No, it's not so much. I think the whole intent, if memory serves me right, was to do without a primary or the need for runoffs by just going with one election. And supposedly saving $500,000, except for the gubernatorial race, which by Organic Act mandates a majority. So,
well, and again,
and this is a locally created statute, And so we can, as a body, decide it can just be plurality or...
I understand, Mr. Speaker, but with all due respect, it was the mover of the amendment who moved this, and his intent is what really counts.
Okay. I really do think that with these, we may need to completely restudy this whole bill. You can overrule me, but I'm going to send it back to committee. Is there a challenge to the ruling of the chair that 45 be sent back? There's an objection. All those who vote to...
Excuse me, Mr. Speaker, is there, could we have a 1 minute recess, please?
I've not ordered a recess. I'll grant a recess at this point. We're back in session. The chair has sua sponte decided to send Bill 45 back to committee. There has been a challenge. All those in favor of overruling the chair, please indicate by raising your hand. I believe it's overruling the chair. Vice Speaker.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. It's very confusing. Are you making a ruling that this is not material and that's why you're referring it back? Or are you making a motion to refer it back to committee?
No, I have sua sponte decided to send it back, and I'm asking the body whether or not you're going to overrule my ruling.
But the rules require, I mean, a motion to send it back. Otherwise, a ruling that
No,
it's
it's a sua
immaterial or
sponte
something.
vote. It's a sua sponte decision of the chair.
Is that right? To move it back to committee for no reason?
Well, the chair has a reason, but whether you're going to, there's been a challenge, so are you going to vote with the challenge? Whichever way. So the vote should be, if you're going to challenge the ruling of the chair, please raise your hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 5. Motion fails. Okay. Let's take a short recess and make sure all of you have your bills. 138 should be back in the file, and as soon as we're ready, we'll start the voting. We'll take the motion to go back to third after we come back, and everybody's been assured that they have all their bills. We have concluded everything that's in second reading. We are now in the voting file. First bill on the voting file is Bill 56. Clerk, please read the roll. Read the bill.
Bill number 56-34 COR, as corrected by the prime sponsor and substituted by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform. Introduced by Thomas C. Atta, an act to transfer title of ownership of lot number 7054-1 in the municipality of Jigo, reserved for the Department of Public Works, to the Chamorro Land Trust Commission, and to transfer administrative jurisdiction of lot number 7054-4 in the municipality of Jigo, reserved for the Guam Police Department, to the Department of Public Works.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espaldon. Senator Espaldon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, aye. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Bill 56-34 COR received 15 ayes. Bill 56-34 COR is duly passed by the body. Bill 116, please, clerks, read the title. I'm sorry, 108.
Bill number 108-34 COR, as substituted and amended by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform, and further substituted and amended on the floor. Introduced by Thomas C. Ada. An act to rescind administrative jurisdiction of Lot 1, Block 14, Tract 2831, Municipality of Talofofo, previously granted to the Department of Land Management under the Land for the Landless program, and to vest administrative jurisdiction in the office of the Mayor of Talofofo and the Talofofo Municipal Planning Council for the purpose of constructing a recreational sports facility therein.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espaldon. Senator Espaldon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, aye. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Bill 108-34 COR received 15 ayes. Bill 108-34 COR is duly passed by the body. Bill 116.
Bill number 116-34 COR, as amended on the floor, introduced by Frank B. Uggan Jr., an act to amend Section 61670 of Sub-Article 6 and Section 61610 of Sub-Article 1, both of Article 6, and to amend Subsection Z of Section 61103 of Article 1, all of Chapter 61, Title 21, Guam Code Annotated, relative to the administration and enforcement of the zoning and signage laws.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, nay. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, pass. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, pass. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, nay. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, pass. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, pass. Senator Muña. Senator Muña, nay. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, pass. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, pass. Senator San Agustin. Senator San Agustin, pass. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, nay. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, pass. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, nay. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, pass. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, pass. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Agustin. Senator San Agustin, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, pass. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Bill 116-34 COR received 10 ayes, 5 nay. Bill 116-34 is duly passed by the body. Bill 132.
Bill number 132-34 COR, as substituted by the Committee on Appropriations and Adjudication, introduced by Dennis G. Rodriguez, Jr. An act relative to improving efficiency in program operations and expanding healthcare access to the Guam Medicaid program by pursuing a Section 1115 waiver under 42 USC Section 1315, thereby authorizing the establishment of a managed care pilot program to be known as the Healthcare Paritoto Plan.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, pass. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, pass. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, nay. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, pass. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, pass. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, pass. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, pass. Senator Ada. Senator Ada, nay. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, nay. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, nay. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, nay. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, pass. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, pass. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, nay. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, nay.
Bill 132-34 received 8 ayes, 7 nays. Bill 132-34 is duly passed by the body. Bill 148.
Bill number 148-34 COR, as amended on the floor, introduced by Luis B. Muñoz, William M. Castro, Dennis G. Rodriguez Jr., an act to add a new section 28205 to Article 2 of Chapter 28, Title 17, Guam Code Annotated, relative to allowing merit award recipients to use their awards at the Guam Community College for their freshman and sophomore years.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, aye. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Bill 148-34 COR received 15 ayes. Bill 148-34 COR is duly passed by the body. Bill 156-34 COR.
Bill number 156-34 COR, as amended by the Committee on General Government Operations and Federal, Foreign, and Regional Affairs, introduced by Mary Camacho Torres, an act to amend Section 6108 of Chapter 6 and Sections 15201 and 15206 of Article 2, Chapter 15, all of Title 3, Guam Code Annotated, relative to changing the date of the primary election and the date of filing candidate nomination papers.
Roll call.
Senator Atta. Senator Atta, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, pass. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, pass. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, nay. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, aye. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, pass. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, nay. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, nay.
Bill 156-34 received 12 ayes, 3 nays. Bill 156-34 is duly passed by the body. Bill 158-34.
Bill number 158-34 COR, as amended on the floor, introduced by Mary Camacho Torres, Regine Bisco-Lee, Therese M. Terlahi, Luis Borja Muñoz, Talina C. Nelson, an act to repeal and reenact Section 3108 of Article 1 and amend Section 3202A of Article 2, both of Chapter 3, Title 19, Guam Code Annotated, relative to names on marriage licenses.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muña. Senator Muña, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator Nicholas. Senator Nicholas, aye. Vice Speaker Chalahi. Vice Speaker Chalahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Bill 158-34 COR received 15 ayes. Bill 158-34 COR is duly passed by the body. Bill 170-COR.
Bill number 170-34 COR, as amended by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform, introduced by Thomas C. Ada, an act to amend Section 71101C of Chapter 71, Title 5, Guam Code Annotated, relative to designing, specifying, and delineating the area for the Northern Soil and Water Conservation District and the Southern Soil and Water Conservation District.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muña. Senator Muña, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator Nicholas. Senator Nicholas, aye. Vice Speaker Chalahi. Vice Speaker Chalahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Bill 170-34 COR received 15 ayes. Bill 170-34 COR is duly passed by the body. 172-34 COR.
Bill number 172-34 COR, as amended by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform, introduced by Thomas C. Ada, an act to appropriate $34,312 from the Chamorro Land Trust Survey and Infrastructure Fund to the Chamorro Land Trust Commission, CLTC, for the reimbursement of leasehold improvements on CLTC Lease Lot 11, Block 2, Tract 10314, Municipality of Dedido, which is being voluntarily surrendered by a CLTC leasee.
Roll call.
Senator Ada. Senator Ada, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muña. Senator Muña, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, pass. Vice Speaker Terlahi. Vice Speaker Terlahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, pass. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, nay.
Bill 172-34 COR received 14 ayes, 1 nay. Bill 172-34 COR is duly passed by the body. Bill 175-34.
Bill number 175-34 COR, as amended by the Committee on Culture and Justice, and further amended on the floor. Introduced by Therese M. Terlahi, Regine Bisco-Lee, Luis B. Muñoz, Mary Camacho Torres, Talina C. Nelson. An act to amend Section 30.10A2 of Chapter 30, Title 9, Guam Code Annotated, relative to ensuring that Guam's family violence laws are enforceable and that family violence cases are successfully prosecuted.
Roll call.
Senator Atta. Senator Atta, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, aye. Vice Speaker Terlahi. Vice Speaker Terlahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Bill 175-34 COR received 15 ayes. Bill 175-34 COR is duly passed by the body. Bill 200 COR.
Bill number 200-34 COR, as corrected by the prime sponsor and substituted and amended on the floor, introduced by Thomas C. Atta, an act to add new subsections D, E, and F to section 51A 117 and new sections 51A 118, 51A 119, 51A 120, and 51A 121. All of Article 1, Chapter 51A, Title 10, Guam Code Annotated, to amend Section 4403F of Article 4, Chapter 4, Title 4, Guam Code Annotated, and to add a new Section 5117A to Subarticle B of Article 2, Chapter 5, Title 5, Guam Code Annotated, relative to the transition of the Guam Solid Waste Authority out of federal receivership and the delegation of procurement authority.
Roll call.
Senator Atta. Senator Atta, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muña. Senator Muña, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator Sinagstein. Senator Sinagstein, aye. Senator Sinicholas. Senator Sinicholas, pass. Vice Speaker Terlahi. Vice Speaker Terlahi, pass. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye. Senator Sinicholas. Senator Sinicholas, pass. Vice Speaker Terlahi. Vice Speaker Terlahi, pass. Senator Sinicholas. Senator Sinicholas, nay. Vice Speaker Terlahi. Vice Speaker Terlahi, nay.
Bill 200-34 COR received 13 ayes, 2 nays. Bill 200-34 COR is duly passed by the body. Bill 138-34 COR.
Bill number 138-34 COR, as substituted by the Committee on Environment, Land, Agriculture, and Procurement Reform, and further substituted and amended on the floor. Introduced by Tommy Morrison, Thomas C. Atta, Mary Camacho Torres, an act to amend sections 61541A5, 61541B3, and 61541C3 to repeal section 61542 and to add a new section 61541E, all of subarticle 5, Article 5, Chapter 61, Division 2, Title 21, Guam Code Annotated, relative to the regulation of political signs.
Roll call.
Senator Atta. Senator Atta, aye. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, nay. Speaker Cruz.
Aye.
Speaker Cruz, aye. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, pass. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Munoz. Senator Munoz, aye. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, pass. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, pass. Vice Speaker Talahi. Vice Speaker Talahi, nay. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, nay. Senator Nelson. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, pass. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, aye.
No. Did he vote on? Is it? Bill 138-34 COR received 12 ayes, 3 nays. Bill 138-34 is duly passed by this body. On the nomination of Angelina Marie Cruz to serve as a social work member of the Guam Board of Social Work, please raise your hand. Ms. Angelina Marie Cruz received unanimous support to serve as a member of the social work member of the Guam Board of Social Work. On the nomination of Melissa Weibel to serve as a general member of the Guam Memorial Hospital Authority Board of Trustees, all those in favor of the nomination of Melissa Weibel, please raise your hand. Ms. Weibel received unanimous support to serve as on the Board of Trustees of GMHA. On the nomination of Ricardo M. Terlahi to serve as a member of the Guam Memorial Hospital Authority Board of Trustees, please indicate by raising your hand.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask to be recused from that. I don't think there's any pecuniary gain or anything like that, but just it's my brother, so I would just like to ask to be recused.
Okay. Shall the senator, for the reason assigned by the member, be excused from voting? Please indicate by raising your hand. The member is excused. On the nomination of Ricardo M. Terlahi to serve as a member of the Guam Memorial Hospital Board of Trustees, please indicate by raising your hand. With a one abstention, Dr. Terlahi received unanimous support. The nomination of Ramon T. Tapazna to serve as a member of the Department of Parks and Recreation Board of Commissioners. All those in favor of the nomination, please raise your hand. Mr. Tapazna received unanimous support to serve on the Board of Department of Parks and Recreation. On the nomination of Ju H. Code to serve as a member of the Department of Parks and Recreation Board of Commissioners, please indicate by raising your hand. Mr. Coe received unanimous support to serve on the Department of Parks and Recreation Board of Commissioners. I believe we've exhausted the voting file. Does any member wish to be recognized for extension of remarks? Senator Nelson?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just wanted to be clear on two positions that I held. The first one is on Bill 161. I voted to move it back to committee because of the documentation conflicting with the resolution and also with the exhibits. But I do hope that we can see this bill again in November session. I believe we're having it rather early. And so I hope that we can then I will be able to support this bill because all the documentation is in place. I look forward to supporting the authors of this bill. And then for Bill 138, Mr. Speaker, I shared during deliberation that it was a conflict for me because of the perhaps unfair advantage that incumbents have. However, I voted in favor of this bill because really I took a step back and I looked at the safety of the community, the safety of the drivers, and the safety of our roadways. And so really that's the safety of the community most definitely outweighs any advantage we have during election time. So thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Senator. Senator Nicholas, I understand you wish extensions.
I did, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for the opportunity. I wanted to just kind of clarify, being the lone nay vote on Bill 172-34. I'm actually quite concerned because throughout the language of Bill 172-34, it references how previous lessees or deceased lessees of who held a CLTC lease could get compensated for any of the improvements that were made on the leasehold. But what we've done in the passage of Bill 172-34 is we've now opened the door for a mechanism by which individuals who are holding a lease can seek compensation prior to that lease being vacated. One of the risks of that is that, let's say someone gets a CLTC lease and they develop the property, they build their house, and then somebody passes on in their family, they inherit some land elsewhere, and they want to go and build a house over there. They can compel the CLTC to buy back their house they built on CLTC property and then go and develop the property that they inherited. I personally do not believe that that was the intent of allowing for compensation for deceased or previous lessees. I feel like the intent of that was to try and allow for some form of remuneration in the event that somebody was no longer going to be able to have any available property. But for us to now create a mechanism by which current leaseholders can now procedurally put their Chamorro Land Trust lease back to the government and have them pay and basically force the government to buy it back, I think is something that is a little too far. And by creating it in a measure like this, I'm concerned then about the equal protection applications. Like, what happens if somebody tomorrow says, "Hey, they'll buy it back. Let me go and sell my stuff tomorrow." You know, can somebody then file suit that the Chamorro Land Trust authorized a buyback prior to the lease expiring or prior to the person being deceased? I feel like we've opened up some possibilities here that I don't think were intended. So I wish the best to the individual who's going to be a benefactor of this. From what I understand, you know, it's a nice person. And so my vote was not reflective of how I feel about the affected parties, but more so about my concern for precedents that the measure may establish. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Abbott, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I certainly don't want to, to continue the debate on Bill 172. But I think it's important that we clear the record that I think the reimbursement of the investments on that Chamorro Land Trust property is really, I would say, unique. It does not set a precedent to, okay, that's it, I'm tired of this, I want my money reimbursed for the improvements I made, and now, you know, people are lining up at the door. This particular one was probably in the making for almost over a year because there was a lot of angst about it. But this is one of those cases where by reimbursing the one leaseholder, it enabled the Chamorro Land Trust to correct an error that the government had made earlier, an error that was negatively affecting 2 other leaseholders. And so with what Bill 172 does, it corrects all these issues and has made everybody whole. But I don't think that Bill 172 is a precedent that now people can just come in and say, okay, I want to cash in, give it to me. There were specific circumstances associated with this case, which I think is unique, and we'll probably won't see it again in a long time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any other senator wish to be heard on extensions? If not, do I have a motion to adjourn? On a motion to adjourn, Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to adjourn the session subject to the call of the Speaker.
Thank you very much. On the motion, so ordered.